before that people were asking themselves, who is this lady? Na mbona kuna kierere hivi? Because actually me expected for you to be a security staff, anafaa kuwa amevaa hizo the trouser, black trouser.
95% Hira is likely to succeed on these children and get custody. Why?
At the end, it all comes to the decision of the children.
So I feel like we should just give them time to first of all finish mourning their mom, and then afterwards they can make a decision where they find it better.
Hey, welcome beautiful people, maze. It is another day, another beautiful day, maze. Maze, kwanza kabisa, we need to appreciate you guys, maze. We are at episode 4, beautiful people, and definitely welcome back to the Unfiltered Campus Vibe, maze, brought to you by the Talanta MKU. So before tuendelee, make sure umesubscribe, umefinya hiyo button, si ndio? Fanya aje, alafu weka comment yako pale, tuambie unafeel aje, tuambie una watch kutoka wapi, and then definitely we'll continue on. And today in the building, maze, niko na definitely the two beautiful queens in the building. Hi guys.
Hello.
How you guys doing?
Tuko poa.
Mko amazing. Mnakaa fiti mazee.
Thank you.
Leo Wanja ameamua.
Ako on toes. She's keeping us on toes.
Yeah.
So you guys mmekuwa fiti?
Tuko poa.
This is episode 4, man. Tell the people something.
Wow, guys. Hi guys. Once again. My name is Wanja Mwangi. Thank you so much guys. Mmekuwa na sisi kutoka episode 1. Now we are here at episode 4. Yeah, subscribe tujue kama tutafanya episode 5 before mwaka ishe. Si ndio guys?
Ndio, definitely.
Yes,
man.
yes. Hello, beautiful people. We meet once again for episode 5. Last week was amazing. We had an amazing topic. Na leo pia we have a lot in line for you, the latest and trending hot news. So keep it Talanta MKU all the way. I am your one and only Abigail Ndegwa.
Definitely once again, I'm Nyarari official. I'll be your host for today. Walisema nisiseme tonight. So for today I'll be your host. Maze, make sure you subscribe, and today I've got very beautiful topics for you guys. I hope you will enjoy this, Maze. And Maze, this week a lot has been happening. We have been there. Hey, alafu wa Kenya. Mimi nimeogopa wa Kenya. Jana walikuwa walishazika Dr. anaitwa nani Jeff Koinange. Ndio nilishtuka. Ndio naamka asubuhi niko zile za are these rumors? Niko zile za what is happening? Alafu na Twitter vile inakuanga. So niko zile za kwani you guys stop that.
I actually saw it on TikTok and people like joke was okay, Jeff Koinange really disappeared from like the media for quite some time.
Yeah.
So atakaanza kusema sijui alikuwa anakuja kazi akiwa mlevi, so he was fired. Then sasa kuna wale watu he has been sick actually, and he has been in hospital for some time. Then kidogo ati sijui Lee Funeral Home is expecting a visitor.
Unakimbiza hii syllabus ndio.
But actually they confirmed. I guess it was yesterday they confirmed there is this guy naitwa Extendiela. Kama mnamjua. So he happened that alim text and akamuuliza uko aje, how you been doing? And Jeff he's with us guys. Watch hizo stuff. And again another beautiful thing again nimefurahia. Finally, yani walikuwa wamesema haja win any award, but finally he's winning, maze. He won the collab of the year and again the music video of the year.
Umesikiza nyimbo zake wewe? Let me tell you, it will motivate you to fall in love. True. Zina kumotivate tupate mtu.
Lakini mimi unajua
he's very talented.
That guy is talented, and I feel again like he deserves flowers, by the way. And I really felt that he deserved that actually. So yani big up maze, continue bringing us some kutupia some beautiful things, maze, and we'll appreciate. And maze, if we go now into today's topics, so today we'll be talking about the Betty Bayo, one of our own, but they rest in peace, and our condolences to the family. And if you see like Betty Bayo, she has been in the music industry for many years, maze. She has on my side, mimi nampia flowers. Amekuwa keep the industry going, the gospel industry. Unajua maze unapata maintain that inaitwaje consistency in the industry.
Especially in the gospel industry.
Ni ni norma, but we've seen, unajua we have got beautiful examples not to mention, because mimi Mungu Baba sitaikuacha, lakini wako wapi
mtoto wa
Anyway, Mungu sitolia.
acha tuachane tunayo.
But if I go back maze, those stuff maze zilikuwa but anyways, so big up to maze Betty Bayo. She has left a big gap maze, and kuna mtu atafeel kweli hiyo gap?
I honestly don't think so.
Sidhani.
Because unajua right now, but we have been having some very beautiful like Gloria Muliro, Size 8.
You know, the thing is, like, her music was really heartfelt. No, napata hata if it was a song that was sung 10 years ago, hata sahi ikichezwa mahali, you won't get bored. You won't get tired of listening to the song.
Exactly.
So I feel like it's a very huge gap to fill. Maybe mtu anaweza karibia ama afanye in another way, but not in her way.
Lakini but unajua again, there is ukicompare her musics, ukiona the message yenye ziko pale, actually ina mentor from kids, from to adults, from whatever generation to generations. And if ukiangalia most of the people during her burial, like the thing they were most talking about, like how like she was a good person, she used to do this and this, the caring of the children, that mentor the children. Unajua by the me, I always give flowers to the mothers. I mean, because unajua bringing up children, sometimes fathers hawako, but now it becomes the duty of the mom. So unapata mostly watoi kama wana grow depending the mother. Mi mother yangu alikuaje, mi my mama alikurezaje. Hata unaona tukienda huko nje, wewe ndio mama yako alikurezaje wewe tabia zako sijui za nini, sijui kama na get. But if you look at the kids maze, wow, beautiful maze, so beautiful. Did you guys watch the burial?
Yes.
Give me your views, man. Give me your views. Me, I've got a lot.
Okay, personally, me, I want to commend Sky on her msichana. I don't know if I would be courageous as such on such a day.
Exactly.
Let me tell you, angalia mtoto, and I was like, you're 12. You know, you're 12. Like, I was even like, mimi niko 20. Like, I'm your ears reversed. Lakini bado mimi singekuwa na hiyo nguvu uko nayo. She didn't pour a tear. She was just like, we are here to celebrate the life of my mom. We are not here to cry. It was bad the first days. Even akielezea the death kwa YouTube and everything so that she can clear the rumors that have been going on. She was like, me, I'm just staying strong for my family. And my mom taught me to pray. My mom taught me to fast. And I was like, wow.
And imagine she's
at
just,
her age, she's
12 years. She's fasting.
She's
That's
12 years.
She's like,
mimi na hii miaka
13
yangu 21.
How old is she? 12?
She's 12,
12.
13.
She's 13.
Anataka 13.
That is beautiful maze. Hata nilikuwa naona like, I guess actually the thing yenye come up ni, I guess the other guy, the small brother.
Oh, Danny.
Yeah, I guess the confidence of Danny ilitoka kwa ilitoka kwa Sky, because I see unajua when some things like that do happen, unajua there's an age where you find like watoi kuna vile hawaja realize what is happening, but now you find Sky, you're like, girl, you 12 years. And maze, you can feel like hakulia ananipea vibes ya Winnie Odinga.
Winnie was a
bad girl.
And you imagine you are 12. And again, how about the Danny? I guess she was sad, but again, I feel like hakuwa anajua what is going on.
I think at such an age, he's young to like not clearly tell what is happening. And definitely with the commotion and everything that has been happening, I feel like having a big sister to support you and to walk you through that path, it was really nice. Na ni ngumu. Na definitely hata kama sahi amerudi home haoni mom, itakuwa tu inamhit. There's something really happened, but it'll take time for it to actually sink in.
But unajua, I feel for Sky by the way, because unajua mkika kwa nyumba tu mko na bro wako, alafu all of a sudden bro wako uliza mama kwa wapi, utamjibu nini? Uko zile za oh my god, nitamjibu nini kijana? But again, I feel like she has got a strong family, like ameholdiwa na wase, support, akona support by the way. If you look at from the baba and the dad, you know what I'm talking about. From the baba and the dad, that support actually And I appreciate those dads mazee. I appreciate those
But
people.
I really hope it's not just PR. Like hata vile tunaona like the friends and the family really showing up. I just hope it's not PR. Like kila after mazishi, kila kitu. Watoto wanaachiliwa wanaenda vile wanaenda.
But it was nilikuwa naangalia about the burial and I realized that these people kulikuwa na order at some point, alafu at some point uko zile za definitely politicians. Lazima wangefanya tu ile kitu. But again I feel like politics kwa burials, you guys
should be stopped.
Should be stopped. Exactly, because tell me why mnakuja hapo tu pale alafu unajua like right now we are mourning. Alafu sasa unajua me I feel like that is the time of the family, not again watu wako nje. Give time to the family wa mourn, watu waseme vitu wanasema. Actually I feel like politicians hata wanafaa kupewa like 5 minutes or something or 10 minutes.
Or even nothing at all. Like, I mean, we are here to mourn and celebrate the life of so and so and so. If you're a politician, let's have meetings outside the burial. Like, when I feel to burial, it's a time to just come and celebrate this person. And if you're a politician and you want to say something, let it be because you are actually related to maybe kama colleague, ama you somewhat had a relationship with this person. Do nakuja like celebrate, but don't bring politics in burials. We're here to please.
Exactly.
I also feel like grief should be respected. Grief should be given the respect it deserves. We are here to grieve. We are not here for 2027 elections. Please, we know.
Lakini zifanyike tu nje.
Zifanyike nje bro.
Lakini politicians wa Kenya ni kina nani?
Nowadays ni kama wanatafutanga tu kama si kanisa twende mahali burial who is doing like and you actually find them come because I have attended a burial where ilikuwa MCA wa that nini, so anakuja ile kuomba kura ndio watu waone yenyewe huyu mtu anapenda watu, anakuja mpaka kwa mazishi, so he's doing all that and he's campaigning for 2027 and that was actually early this year around March. But say ashaanza kutafuta kura za 2027 like anakuja mpaka
I feel like those people should be stoned. Unaona ni Stephen alikuwa stoned kwa Biblia. Wanafaa kuwa stoned maze like bro, unaweza simama kwa gari yako tuko burial ya Beauty Bayo. I mean she's a star bro. Alafu kwa hapo unajua you guys mnajua mmesikiza sijui. Mimi feel hata ufai ku attack anybody. Like just come there. Protect familia, ambia familia pole zako. Ambia sijui tulikutana na wapi na Beauty Bayo, she was this and this and this. Again that is enough. Bana ukianza sijui unajua hii unajua kile party nyingine sijui wanatafuta nini. Really. But again, just to mention, you guys mulisikia the speeches the baba and the dad. Actually, I feel like Pastor Kanyari at some point I'm so kwanga okay, unajua apart from being a pastor, I feel like he was to be somehow a comedian. Because they alikuwa anaanza speech yake. They alikuwa anaanza speech yake na they alikuwa na present his speech. I feel like he presented for the first time maturely and he apologized actually. Kwa katikati he apologized hapo kwa katikati and he was like unajua I'm sorry if I gave you rough times. And that was sweet by the that was
but
sweet.
there was a time he really tarnished her name. That is what he was actually apologizing for. There's a time he really tarnished her name.
I remember at that time Betty Bayo had to do a video had to be done for her ndo apeane her side of the story because there was a lot of misunderstanding, there was a lot of hate on her side. Even Sky talked about it. Man,
kwa hivyo kamekapitia but you ladies mnakapitia. Lakini out there are some amazing men. If you talk about the dad, that is the recent husband Tash. Again I feel that the guy
actually, when you compare their speeches, their tributes at the burial, I feel like Tash was so composed and mature. Like hata kusema mimi sitapigania watoto, but I will support them in any way I can because when the mother was here, it was the children flowers were gifts to the mom, and because he loved her, he will make sure that he will support them each and every step of the way. Now compared to Kanyari's speech, who is actually the father of these children, you're like, you could tell a difference. I honestly didn't like what hata hizo kuleta, and actually Bishop Wanderi actually condemned it. Na hakumficha, like alimwambia tu live, I am a grown man and some things we are here to mourn. Mbona unaleta jokes when you are people are mourning, people are crying, usilete jokes tafadhali.
But I feel
just
mnamjudge.
respect the moment.
Mnamjudge.
Okay, inaweza kuwa okay, ni sawa, maybe tunamjudge in a way, but seriously, this is a burial. People are here to mourn, to cry, and also to celebrate a life. Usilete jokes.
But unajua, I feel like the jokes were just, they were going hand in hand with the burial. Because alikuwa anafika pala anasema niko karibu kumaliza, alafu akasema sijui leo siko hapa kuchoma, niko hapa sijui kufanya, and I feel like it was just okay. The speech was just okay on me, on my side. Mimi nitatetea Kanyari, Pastor Kanyari. The speech was okay. It's just that right now the recent father Tash is now in the lights of the people, like watu wanamuona ni msame fiti. Unajua, so the flowers definitely zinamwendea. But again, Pastor Kanyari, of what we know of him, that day I'm giving 9 over 10. I'll just give you 9 over 10. He behaved. And again, hakuwa na zile sijui mambo na ho, unajua hata sijui watoto yangu sijui nini. And I feel like it was just okay, it was beautiful, and flowers.
But one thing I also loved about them, like Tash and now Kanyari, Pastor Kanyari, like they were very composed. Watu walikuwa wanaongea. People expected maybe kutakuwa na vurugu from the two, but actually vurugu ilitoka nje. But I honestly loved how they conducted themselves. It was very mature and respectful. Hata mbele ya watoto, mbele ya kila mtu. So also flowers to them for that.
But now that is how now the way you go. Unajua sasa, unajua by the, if you look at how unapata when aliachana alafu kana toi, alafu the lady aka move on. Unapata hapo kuna dramas mob. Unapata siku ya bare na anasema sijui mimi nataka hii na hii. But I didn't hear that. Hiyo tu tuseme tu, unajua vitu zingine tuseme wacha tusolve wapi nyuma ya tent, si mbele ya cameras, because these cameras nowadays
and the media never forgets.
It will never forget by the and I felt like ingekuja ku affect kina
Sky vibaya.
ingekuja ku affect, but unajua hiyo ni kitu itakuwa kwa media forever. Sky akitaka hiyo kijana kigrow, anataka kujua what happened siku ya bari ile madhe and atakuja atavisit pale asikize the speeches ya Pastor Kanyari, askize the speeches of Tash, and I feel like it'll be like, those are my dudes, those are my guys, man. I got you guys. But we are studying with the family, and I feel like it was just amazing. And again, if you look at did you guys notice there was this particular lady? Anajita Wanja Nyarira Rose. Nyarari, I mean. Why? Sorry. Nyarari. Okay. Nyarari basi usinipige. Namesake. Mulimcheki by the way. Kwanza tunafaa kwanza na yeye Wanja kwanza, since she's your namesake. We need to tell you what will you observe about that lady?
So what I know about Wanja Nyarari Rose, first of all, I'd like to say kielelezo cha jamii. Because what do you mean she's the VVIP, okay? High protocol officer in the state.
But I feel like before, let me just interrupt you. I feel like your ladies, you're sana anafaa kwa role model wenyu.
Personally, I have learned and taken tips from her.
Exactly. Mwache zile kiresiji mnamwene ati huyo ni role model wetu, alafu ukiangalia picha zake at least Wanja Nyarari top notch. Continue.
So hiyo siku alikuwa amepewa tutasema ni an order to security team to conduct the security of that day, to handle everything and the way she conducted it, it was nice. Kwa sababu unajua, especially when they were viewing the body hapa hivi kwa the morgue yenye walikuwa nachukua mwili, kulikuwa na a lot of public demand ya kutaka kuona the body, and there was kulikuwa dina watu nje wanataka kuona, like they are forcing literally their way, and now they had to maintain order, and the way she did it was, I would.
So I guess let's just watch a video before we come to you, Abi. Let's just watch a video of how she presented herself during that burial. As you can see in your screens, guys, I guess my director will give me that video in a few. So if you see how she presented herself, she's there actually.
Yeah, she's there and ole pale.
Wow, beautiful scenes pale maze.
Yeah.
Damn.
But Sky is pretty. Sky is pretty. She really is. I love the way she conducted it.
But you see now, unapata mostly ukicheke that video, ukiangalia most in that scenarios, wanaume ndo wanakuanga pale. But now seeing a lady figure there, and I mean like, yeah. I feel like even the Sky herself, she felt like the presence of Wanja there. Same. You see, anachukua everything into hands. I mean, maze. Let's just listen to this. Let's just listen to what she does and what she's currently doing.
Na igikorwo ndina VIP either ni majority makona makambuni guku kana matete muno riu tiga maya muranyona namo ni wira uria ndutite muno ni wa VIP kuma hindi ya givaki na igikorwo ndina VIP either ni majority makona makambuni guku kana makambuni manaja marenda guka Kenya ni marenda political security koguo na uguka umushariria uria kuona president uguo.
All right. Okay, so if you hear that speech, okay, I don't understand Kikuyu. I guess you guys, lakini nilisha pitia and can do my research and I heard what she had to say on that. And if you see like if you check what she's doing actually and ukiangalia in the current generation yenye tuko, like the lady figure itself, hakuna lady kama huyo. You see? But if you see again alikuwa kwa the video ile burial ya inaitwa nani Chebugati. Yeah, she was the front
line.
Yeah, front security. And again I guess she represents the state on these protocols officers and staff. Ukicheck on the video playing on the screen right now, she's just there. And again, if you can go to the next video, she's representing the country to receive the president of Ghana. Yeah, there she is.
Yeah.
Oof.
This is what we call women in power.
Yeah, women in power, man.
Women in power. I guess there has been a lot of lady empowerment to a point. The ladies that are being created, and I know she's not the only one. There are a lot of Wanja Nyararis out here.
Yeah, by the way.
And there has been a lot of women empowerment, and that is so impressive, especially in the current generation. I guess this is what we need.
Oof. Imagine receiving a president from another country.
Unajua mkikaka hivi ndivyo mnakaanga mnaona mtu ameingia kwa government amekuwa vice president kidogo amekuwa president hivi tu.
Unajua by the easy stuff za security is the security protocols and stuff. The VVIPs that and the state officers. How unakuanga wako realize even much than the president than the police officers themselves.
A good example
Exactly. Yeah.
Acknowledged his work for the many years that he has served.
But I feel unajua like if you talk about with this Wanja Nyarari, I feel like Wanja Nyarari she's kind of unaona ameraiziwa na both parents, yeah? So I feel like hana ile stuff ya kusema I was raised by one mother, I was raised by a single dad, a single mother and stuff. Yali raised na wazazi, both parents. And all the way she has grown, I feel like she understands now how these things should go. If you angalia the pictures rolling in the screen right now, Maze she's standing in front. I mean, this beautiful woman, yeah, she's been with Mudavadi there, receiving Kindiki, definitely the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. You can see she's with Wetangula, the current Speaker of the National Assembly. And you see, like, actually, there she's working now with the President of the Republic of Kenya and the Prime Cabinet Secretary, that is Musalia Mudavadi. And if you see, like, she's representing the ladies, wow, washa launch paka projects. Front top tire, anakwanga zile za mimi ndio bosi hapa. So if you check those pictures, I feel like the ladies by the way wanna work hard in terms of security and stuff, and in terms of personal securities. I feel like you should check on Wanja Nyarari. because I feel like unajua she's got by they have official pages za Instagram, Facebook, and she expresses herself by the way. Ukiangalia Facebook page yake, she rants. Msupa anabonga. Ukicheki pale pia kwa Facebook page yake, vile bonganga by the way. She's like she has that authority ya kuaddress stuff. You know? And I feel like again if you are given that authority, stand firm. Kuna wanaume wakiona ladies pale wako zile za mazona do.
The fact that we still live under a really misogynistic, I'd call it that, world. So the ladies up front hawakuangi wengi. So I feel like whatever she's doing, it's really encouraging, and it gives you a hope of, you know, at least there are some ladies representing us uko juu. Yeah.
But and Abi, if ukiangalia venye alikuwa perform her duties, if you check the screens, what are your views about Wanja Nyarari actually?
In as much as she faced a lot of backlash from Kenyans who found what she was doing wrong and very controlling, I think that she was just doing her job and she delivered it well. And from what she was saying, she just wanted to protect Sky and Danny, especially from the orders she had received, because there were a lot of content creators pale hata kwa body viewing, and so many people wanted to take like photos of, you know, like Betty Bayo and all that. Now can you imagine you're 12, you're like Danny and Sky growing up viewing their mother's image akiwa amepass like uko tu kwa internet. I honestly think it will haunt them personally. That is my personal perspective. And I feel like she just did her best to protect the children, because that is what she said she was doing. And in as much as people are condemning her actions, I feel she did what was right at that moment.
But if again you check the screens right now, playing, actually it was playing, you see her on action. Anasukumana na wanaume, anaambia, "Hey bro, toka maze, toka hapa." And actually that is I feel like wow, she's just doing some great amazing work there. Because unajua sometimes ladies kusukumana na wanaume ni ngumu, but now you see, if you see at the beginning of that video, she's just there like to bring order. Akozileza tokeni maze, let's just respect this. And I feel like in Kenya sometimes tunakwanga too authoritative.
And I love the fact that you can see the authority in her face. Like ni ule sura ukiangalia, this is a no nonsense person. Una kama wale principal akitokea mahali ukifanya nini high school mnakimbia. Like that's the kind of face that she has, and amejibaba vitu vizuri. Let me say that.
But unajua nilikuwa naangalia how venye alizaliwa akasomea wapi. Nilikuwa naangalia her background story, and I feel like this lady aligrow to like just like a random girl. Sasa kaanza kuingia hizo story na security. If you see a profile, you just understand like this lady, I mean she's like And if I'm to ask you guys, do you think she'll play, to start with you Wanja? The role she will play kwa life ya Wanja, life ya Sky na the young boy Danny, msemaitwa Danny, do you think she'll play a very big role there?
Yeah, when it comes to matters of how she handled the whole event, you can see from that she's a well-based, yani ni mtu ako firm, ni mtu yani ana no nonsense. This person knows what she's doing. She is here to protect the kids. She's not only an officer but also a mom to these kids. Like ako ready kuwa protect no matter what. Because yeye alikuwa nasema she knows what she's doing. Ako hapa for the children and for the family. I am a family friend, but also order has to be kept. You know?
But about one Abi?
Is it same thing. But I feel like she really did her best to ensure that she protects the children, not just for the moment, your burial, but afterwards. And from what I even read from her pages, alikuwa amepost, she was really fighting for the family to have that chance. Kwa stadium, it was clearly stated, place Bayo anaenda to be laid to rest in Mugumo Estate in Kiambu. it's not that spacious. So let's leave that chance to the family, like what family and close friends to bury her. But Wakenya nani hawakusikiza. So I feel like what she did was right, because this is something that had already been told, like msifike huko, like malizeni kwa stadium kila kitu ishe, but wakena huko Mugumo, please don't come there, just leave it to the family. And there was a point that alikuwa anasema the brothers to Betty Bayo didn't even have seats kuketi huko ndani. And she was literally telling people, nyinyi hata ni non family, hata si close friends, mmefika kwa tent mnakaa huko mbele, watu hawana space, like what are you guys doing? And she was like, hata mimi sikufanya vibaya hata kwa bea utasimama and all that, because hata kama hamngesimama we would have carried chairs tulete huko mbele for the brothers to have seats to kuketi, because I mean we're here to pay respect to Betty, who was family to them. So I feel like what she did was right. Na in the sense that hata kama siko huo tu muda peke yake, pia baadaye, like years later, she will be remembered for that. Sky and Danny will not be haunted by things that may have been posted hiyo siku kwa social media, because I mean the media never forgets.
Exactly.
So I feel hata kama it was for that moment, what she did will leave a lasting impact.
To these kids.
But unajua again, I feel like she's actually building something for women. I guess not apart from the things she does in the burial, but again it was my first time seeing her, by the way, on that burial. Unajua niko zile za, and who is this lady? Nimekaa pale nikajiuliza, who is this lady? And now when I did my research and I was like, oh, she has been in the game, bro. Amekoga game, and she actually knows a lot. But actually if you look at what she does, she's the state officer, you know, those protocol officers, you know, and you feel like kitambo ufikie hapo, I mean like utakuwa umeundergo a lot of trainings kwanza, utakuwa umepitia sijui background check yako ile itakuwa imeshaangaliwa. And I feel like apart from the things she was doing kwa burial, I guess she was from that a lot of women, by the way, ndio sasa wakaanza kurealize kuna hizi jobs mezi tunafaa kufanya, because unajua women wakiambiwa like mostly if we say like women wafanya hizo kazi za security, kazi za unapata ni kuwa changamoto, alafu na feel lazima uko na a huge body. Ukikompare Wanja hapa na
mimi hata mimi I'm literally 4'11", sijafika hata 50 kg.
Unaona sasa ameshaanza kujipiga mwenyewe. But you see I felt like that lady showed, alafu aka strengthen that thing kwa women. Nile ilikuwa hide the women, urging the women and telling the women, you guys should go for this. And I actually let me just add, you guys should go by them. Mkiona kimeumana huko nje, msiseme ati hakuna job or stuff. Wewe piga pale, ingia zoezi pale, ingia gym. Kuja pigana na wanaume.
Get into security matters, because me sijui napendanga tu. I don't, okay, no offense, I just hate policemen, but I love the Kenyan army. Like me sijui tu. And I had a friend who was in the military, and I was like, within me after Form 4, like that is what I wanted to do. And my dad was like, I even told my parents that is what I want to do. Then my dad was like, maliza shule uingie kwanza campus. So because hata ukienda huko wanatakanga pia mtu at least uko na kiwango fulani ya elimu, na tu kwenda kacheo fulani, usikae tu chini chini. So I was like, okay, sawa. So I joined campus, and that's when I met the friend who was in the military. And he was like, that is a very good idea, but please do not. Alini discourage, alisema you're too soft for that place. But I feel like through the exercises and all that, the training, that is what really hardens you.
Nasikianga by the way unajengewa huko, sijui kwa.
Hata feel unaenda unajengewa huko.
Mara wewe best kwenda huko by the way.
I know.
Hakunifanyia vizuri.
I feel like women should dare. Like kitu watu hawatakangi kuchukua ni hiyo risk. Like watu hawako ready kuchukua hiyo risk. You know, the risk is what that matters. Exactly. Once you nini, okay, mimi nimekuja, that is why I say mothers should be immortal. Honestly, because I give flowers to my mom because she's the one who has taught me to be a go-getter. My mom, through her life experiences, that woman ni mtu atatake risk. Mutaona hata wewe utakuwa unajiuliza uko sure hapo that she'll be like, kama huyu alifanya hata wewe unaweza fanya nini? Why, you know, believe in yourself, you know. She hides you, she gives you the confidence, and you feel like hata nikitake your risk muhimu ni nilifanya. Better I take it, it doesn't work out, but muhimu ni nilifanya.
At least I tried and I actually put myself out there. My dream is still valid. I will consider.
Yeah, so huyo beshte kwanza unafaa kwenda kumwambia uliona Wanja Nyarari pale.
By the way, next year my dream is still valid. Next year ni mimi na wao.
It's not late. Actually, kama unataka kuzini army by the way, mimi tutakuja ile stuff.
Inetangwa
ya kusema sijui tunakuja graduate or something.
There's a lot of what I don't know.
Hizo mambo tutakuja.
I will invite you guys. Hopefully.
What do you want, mama?
Yeah.
I want money.
Money bucates
and cars.
Money bucates.
But no, if you check about the Wanja Nyarari case, she was criticized. Yoniana kidogo imenifanyia ile kitu. Alipigwa kwa mtandao, akaambiwa sijui wewe ulikuwa unajifanya wewe, because actually people before that people were asking themselves, who is this lady? Na mbona kuna kirere hivi? Because actually me expected for you to be a security staff, anafaa kuwa amevaa hizo the trouser, black trouser, but now yeye alikuwa amevaa dress. I mean that confidence mazee. The skirt, not dress. Oh my God, skirt.
As long as the dressing doesn't matter, as long as she delivers her work and does it.
Unajua actually, mimi nimegrow nikijua the security ladies wanavanga trousers all time, alafu wanakuanga na that stuff kwa masikio, alafu niko wanakuanga zile that very serious. But now if you check on her, vile alikuwa ana present herself, ni kama hakuwa anataka kujulikana. That is Kenyans wakaanza teke na wewe ni nani sasa? So who are you? Wakaanza kumpiga, but later on when they found out that she's actually a high state officer, she's actually a state officer, they were like, oh wow. Ndo sasa actually she was trending. Ndo sasa akaanza kusema what happened on that day, and stuff really happened up to a point. There was this guy, I don't know, his name is Mwangi.
Shokurawa Nairobi.
I don't know Shokurawa?
Shokurawa Nairobi.
Hey, Shokurawa Nairobi. Man, you guys should take me easy. That Shokurawa was in Nairobi. If my director asked me that screenshot, you can just put it on the screen. He complained alikuwa anasema who dem alimpiga kofi. Sijui alimslap kwa wakati huo. And I'm like, actually, kindly read for me Wanja part.
Haya, acha niwasomee.
It's here actually.
Acha niwasomee.
Yeah, just read for us that thing.
Let me read for you. Kidogo tu.
Yeah, take your time.
Haya, this is it, Oria wari Shukura Nairobi.
Okay.
Wakikuyu hapa wataelewa. Wajakehe. Let me talk to you publicly since your behavior yesterday was public. In my experience, you decided to slap me for absolutely nothing. If I had done anything wrong, real authority was right there. What you did was pure attitude, nothing else. And let me clear the air. Don't confuse my online typos with weakness. Offline, you're dealing with a man who has a family, a reputation, and brands to represent. Yesterday, you showed me you're not the person I thought you were when we met. I honestly don't know who crowned you the gatekeeper of that place. But the way you handled yourself was loud, unnecessary, and totally out of order. Whatever battles you're fighting internally, don't project them on people who haven't wronged you. And big respect to Waidaka, James, Bouncer, Derek, and the rest of the security team, the ones who actually behaved like professionals. You didn't let me down, and I appreciate you for that.
Thank you for that. Me, I feel like from that stuff, okay, tuanze na B from that screenshot. Actually, is that really necessary? Alipiga mtu kofi.
Because there's a video I was watching. It's like the guy sijui alikuwa ni girlfriend yake. Ati baby alinigonga ni hapa sijui wapi. Ni side ama ni side. So he's like anasema, and I'm like, just man up. What were you doing? Hakuna vile unaweza niambia, she just woke up from where she was standing, akakuja tu mahali akakupiga kofi. There is something you did that provoked her. And I was listening to Shukura wa Nairobi akiongea akisema like mama alikuwa anatafuta sana, ati ilianza hata before wafike huko ndani. Kuna mahali sio alikuwa anatembea, and I don't know what he was doing. I think ni recorder manini nini. And then definitely walikuwa nakataza content creators ku like kuchukua content and all that. So from that point alisema ati alimpoint she actually pointed him akampoint, so ni kama wewe nimekumark mahali tutapatana tena ni mimi na wewe. And then now hiyo time wanaingia kwa gate, so I guess that's when she actually slapped him, because that's when hapo kwa hiyo commotion tuko na piga video akim slap and all that. So now feeling as much as we might want to say what she did was extreme, like going to a point where you're slapping a grown man who has a reputation, a family and a brand, that's okay, that was wrong. But I honestly feel like she just didn't do it for no reason. There's something that he did that provoked her.
Exactly.
And I'd honestly say she was just doing her job.
About that Wanja.
Okay, honestly, the same way amesema, maybe it might have gone to a certain extreme, but honestly I will not even really blame her for what she did. Ukisikiza Sky akiongea, Sky alikuwa nasema, I know you guys want to know what is going on, but the attention and the cameras were too many.
Exactly.
You know, and kuna captions, kuna captures zingine zinachukuliwa ngo unakuja unajipata kwa internet 5 years to come. You're like, when did this even ili rekodiwa saa ngapi na nani alirecord? So I guess Wanja was just doing her job, honestly. The sky was just like trying to, you know, the attention is too much, cut out, you know.
But unajua, again, if you feel like this guy, he mentioned about the brand, alisema siji mimi ni mswa familia, alafu mimi ni msewa. But actually there was no evidence against
well, mswa familia, but kuna video mimi niliona, although iko mahali kwa watu, and then you feel like unaona tu kamkono tukisonga, but haionekani vizuri because it was very blood, but okay, she slapped him. She slapped him.
But unajua, I feel like before somebody slaps you, especially for women, unajua I feel like women sometimes kitambo ifika point like amechoka or something, umekuwa umeshafanya kitu kingine piece of vibaya sana. So at this point I feel like this guy, you are just overreacting, alafu you are at the wrong place
at the wrong time.
Yeah, pokea your slap bro. Alafu unajua, again I feel like you guys, unajua, when it comes to, sometimes I feel like mko zile za mimi alida hizi ni slap coffee. So I feel like that guy, since is a Kikuyu man deep inside, unajua, same just as challenging, same as, unajua, mwanamke afai kupiga kupiga mwana. But now mimi ni a state officer, mimi wezi ni show stuff, alafu umekuja pale umemisbehave, rules zinasema msipicha hapa,
msirecord past this.
Msirecord past this. And you guy uko hapa tu na vitu zako
na kamera
that thing really angered, because she actually posted something akisema yani hata watoto hamwapati nafasi kwa kando ya baba yao na deputy president surely, hata family wenye wamefiwa, just give them that chance. And she was like, okay, let me just say what she said. Hapa sio na hii sio studio, simngoje siku mtakufiwa mkae kwa familia jamini. That is what she said. Like alikuwa amekasirika because surely mnafanya nini? Like just behave yourself. Let the family have the first priority.
Exactly.
Consider the children and the close family and close friends. Nyinyi wengine, yes, it's okay, we are all mourning her, we loved her, we treasured her, but kindly respect the family.
But also, at this point, I feel like Kenyan people and Kenyan media, sometimes tunakosanga these ethics and stuff, because zile za tunafaa kubehave by the way. And I feel like you just, before going and speculating in the internet kusema sijui ulipigwa kofi sijui nini, but at least do something where umefanya nini. But before we talk about that, let's just see the reaction of how the Wanja Nyarari said on about that post. I guess my director will just play me that stuff on the screen. Abi, if you can read for me. So actually she had a certain response. Actually it's there. Abi, you can read for us the response she gave after that stuff.
Okay, meet Sky Victor 254, the youngest commanding officer I've ever served under since I trained. The command came unexpectedly on the evening of Wednesday, 7, whatever. Clear, firm and mission focused. The principal family liaison appointed by Tash was Mr. JK, the family chairman, and Mr. G, the logistic liaison. RRSTs were activated with one mission: only privacy and dignity for their mom's send-off. Commander's directive issued immediately: her mom's casket must be under watch till rest in place, privacy being commissioned. Her friends from United Kingdom, Shiro Stuart Hungura, her and her kids should be in my car throughout. Close family must remain protected and taken care of. Emotionally and physically supported until full stabilization of home base is confirmed. I took my undertaking and assured my youngest commander, Sky, that execution will be no matter what. Yeah, she was bumper to bumper on every movement, issuing silent commands like a pro, and we executed with zero breach.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Tunataka tu peke yake. And I feel like out of that message, she was clear and she came out by the. I guess actually, most people will say like the response haikuwa inaenda hand in hand with what this guy
is saying. Yeah.
But exactly, those are commands. And by the it was
Just
Sky.
following
By the way,
orders.
yeah, command from Sky.
My God.
Super nafaa kupewa flowers.
Nimelesizi sema when I grow up.
But honestly, I've already grown up.
I'm already grown up, but honestly.
Yeah.
But if you look at what she said, after receiving commands from a small girl actually, and to follow that protocol, she was very clear on how it was supposed to go. Mamake akiweka skate echungwe, watu wake wako gari ya the Wanja all time. Alafu that hiyo procession kwenda from mpaka pale, I feel she was very clear. Hakukuwa aufai kufika hapo. Acha na familia tu waende. Acha familia aende. Nyi wengine wenye mko sijui watu media mnakuja kurecord sijui mpaka akiweka pale chini. I mean you guys you just let me not just acha nisiongee vibaya sina someone of the media. I belong the media. Sitaki tu wagonge wenzetu sana, but I feel like sometimes unajua let's just if the family wanasema wako sawa nayo twende tu nalo. If the family wanasema tuachane nayo, I feel like let's just respect the decision and tuendelee, because now if you feel like you are a person and unapigwa coffee because recently sijui umedu nini, I feel like no you just mature up bro. Wewe tu uenda tu coffee yako, kula coffee yako mzuri. Just relax.
And grow up.
Yeah, exactly. And again if you look at the command she was given, ana walk on commands only. Remember who si polisi. Si polisi mwenyewe ama si just like unajua kuna difference ya bouncers. Bouncers hao wengine wameandikwa kazi na msee. Kuna polisi na kuna these high state profiles. VIP staff, protocols. So like akishapewa commands, anapewa commands, unajua what people actually don't know is that before watoke waende huko nje wanakonga shapewa commands. Na hizo commands hata prezo ama huyo msee akitaka zichangewe akiwa kwa field haitaweza because unajua president himself hata sometimes anasemanga if nikijaribu kuchange this command tukiwa pale field msikubali. Mimi mtu nachunga rada ya wananchi, but nikitaka kuchange msikubali. And out of that alisema alisiji a friends from the United Kingdom, she restored Ungra and her kids should be in my car throughout. Akasema emotionally and physically supported. Exactly. Just did emotionally and physically supported. So I feel like apart from doing the security stuff and stuff, she was actually there for the kids again. Yeah, because she was to support them emotionally and physically. Wakiwa pale kwa during the burial and just ongoing. So I guess apart from the security and stuff, she was actually a family friend. If you look at it, she was a family friend. Up to a point, alipewa that authority ya kusupport our kidi wakiwa pale during the burial. Again after the burial, again haitaisha hapo. It's just something yenye itaendelea. So as I was saying, hiyo stuff ikikuja, the command kishawekwa tu hivi. So that will be the difference between now these security officers na sijui these personal bodyguards and stuff. Tukishawapea command ni hivyo. And so now if you like your views on that by the way, on the command she was given, how do you guys think about that command? Tukianza nawe Abi?
The commands given were okay and good for the family and the friends, definitely. I don't have a problem with the commands she was given, and I'm actually happy that alipewa his orders. We honestly saw what happened in Bondo when we were laying to rest the late Raila Amolo Odinga. Unaona vile watu walivuruga huko, like hata everything was chaotic. Now imagine that scenario for kids like Sky and Danny. Hiyo si picha nzuri kabisa. So I honestly feel the commands given were good, and actually people should start practicing such things. Na nikisema ni hivyo, don't come changing them, or don't think we'll compromise them simply because you have a certain kind of status. Because squeeze definitely content creators unataka ukienda mahali you're acknowledged because you're a brand or you're a reputation, but we should take into consideration we're not allowed to get into every other space just because uko na status fulani haikukubalishi kuingia kwa kila mlango.
Exactly.
And people should learn to understand and respect that. Hata Kenyans pia at large, you're not welcome to anyone's home just because ulikuwa unamsupport musically, ulikuwa unasikiza music yake nini, so you just want to come to her home. Orders were given and we should learn to respect and obey orders and commands given.
If you come to Wanja, if you look at those hizo stuff that happen pale, and if you talk about Wanja Nyarari, how do you think about that?
Okay, from my perspective, the orders given had no problem with whatever has happened with this guy. Because at the end of the day, we all have one goal here. The goal here is to maintain order. The goal here is to give the family the respect so that they can grieve.
Exactly.
This is not about, because Sky alikuwa nasema, there's this video alikuwa ametoa on Friday. Now after the death of the mom, like after the day of the burial. And Sky was saying the only thing she wanted through the whole period was to avoid that attention. Kulikuwa tu na attention mingi, makamera tu kila mahali. Like she wants to be given that time, you know. And I feel like Wanja tried her level best to ensure that. So whatever happened or whatever allegations are, honestly, Miss Yonika kuna shida hapo. But she was just following orders.
Exactly.
And she only takes orders from the people who have given her orders.
And that is Sky.
Yeah,
we are talking about Sky.
Oh my God.
Alafu ojo again, okay, if tukisema Sky alikuwa anapeana orders, I feel like mimi taifika hapo kweli.
When you grow up,
when I grow up, hata kama ni mtoto mdogo lakini she was just like she was doing her best for her. And I feel like Sky actually she understood this stuff by the way. I guess more than like many people when alikuwa pale. I guess Sky understood this thing and she took it maturely and she took it in a way that sisi watu wa media hatungeelewa or something. It's just like if you go sit down and if you watch the things that were going on that day, that's the way now you feel because it is like, oh wow, so this now kid alikuwa anafanya hivi na hivi na hivi na hivi na hivi, and you be like wow, so that is the reason now. I guess up to I guess now umsa alipigwa coffee, I guess right now anajipiga kibogo maana ali type your stuff kwa ya story kwa Facebook yake, because if you see like if you look at the reaction yenye Wanja alipeana, she was just like me, I was following orders na orders ilikuwa hivi na hivi na hivi, akastate the orders akasema kulikuwa hivi na hivi, so ukibreak those orders kula tu coffee yako bro, actually mimi ikifika hapo unajua hapo by the kuna kuanga na frustration mob, kuna kuanga na pressure nyingine hata hujui inatokanga wapi, alafu kwa hapo you are a lady, alafu unajua unasukumana na wanaume wamekula sembe, unakula mwanaume amekula sembe kilo 2 hapo, alafu unajua pale mazee hapo ufai uko zile za no, you guys should just tumesema hivi na hivi, nimekataa kufuata, haya unifuate, twende nalo. So by the if we go about if we talk about the story about Sky, how do you guys react after, let's say now after the burial and stuff, or feel life will continue, right?
life will
so
continue.
What do you guys have to say about Sky and Danny?
Let me start off by saying definitely kutakuwa na hii stuff ya custody, okay? I'd say they in a very tricky position, and by a tricky position, what do I mean? The mother died married to this new man, okay, whose name was Tash. But before Tash, there was Pastor Kanyari, who's now the biological father to the kids, who has been taking care of the kids, been paying the fees, been taking care of these kids wholly. But on the other hand, mama alikufa watoto wakiwa mikononi mwa Tash. So I guess there's a clash that's gonna happen. I don't know. Naiona ikikuja lakini
it's a real dilemma, honestly. It's a real dilemma because based on my research, from what I found out, like unapata when you if let me say if a spouse died, like maybe na wewe tumeoana, if I happen to die, definitely you're supposed to take full custody of the children because you're my spouse, and the vice versa applies. But in this case, Betty had already divorced Pastor Kanyari and she had married Tash. and legally
Easy come
Tash
mistake.
has been the previous one, but
Yeah.
still Tash has been taking care of the children. And according to the law, the Children's Act, if a child has been staying somewhere for more than 3 years, then you should not take that child away from that place. And Sky and Danny have been living with Hiram for more than 3 years. So definitely legally, Tash can take full custody of the children. And again, Tash has other kids. Two kids. And these kids have been living with Sky and Danny. Also, according to the Children's Act, you in any case, you are not allowed to separate these children. Pastor Kanyari is not familiar with these other children when you hear Hiram now, like he's not familiar with the children. So taking Sky and Danny would mean separating them from the other two children that they have been brought up with. And then again, Pastor Kanyari is also the biological father of these children. And and Siati aliwaachilia because I mean Siata alikuwa expose screenshots of the conversation with Betty and alikuwa anasema alikuwa na reply na M-Pesa messages anawatumia pesa. So that means he wasn't completely outside, like out of the picture. He still supported the children. So he's also legally supposed to take full custody of the children. So it's a dilemma, and honestly, ni changamoto.
Me before we play a certain video, let me just bring my opinion on this. I feel sometimes when I'm married, alafu we have to watoina this particular lady, and then it happens that tumeachana. So like unajua wataenda, definitely the lady will start atanza maisha yake, mimi nitaanza maisha yangu. So now the kids are here, so we will be co-parenting. So now unajua the kids will be watafunzwa ile life nyingine. Hawatakuwa mimi kwangu watakuwa nakuja tu tuseme, because me I choose like kama watu watu anafaa kukaa na madhe yao, by the way me I feel like that way. Acha tu watu kama wanakuja kuniangalia mimi, wakuja on weekends, wakuje definitely tuseme holidays, we spend time together, but now on the other days wakutu na mama yao, because I feel like a mother, she's just a special being. But again unajua like again ukiangalia story, me I feel like the kids wanafaa kukaa na ule Tash actually. Wanafaa kukaa na ule Tash because amenzoea, because unajua right now bro ushaanza kuitwa baba, alafu kuna ile anaitwa dad.
My dad and Mubaba and dad.
There's Mubaba and his dad.
Kidogo utasikia kuna utafeel tu there is something maze,
Something is
there is a bond, because unajua actually I feel nilisikia vizuri by the way, and I was happy the way these kids were brought. Ukiangalia the way Sky alikuwa anasema kuhusu the dads, alisema me I'm standing na both of them. I'm not choosing sides. That is now it now defines how Betty Ali bring up these kids, and it was just a top notch. So now you find like now watu hiyo wamezoeana na ule Tash more than Kanyari. So kwa zile za watu hiyo kwa comfortable huko. But then unajua zile za tena mzae tena atakuja kusema but me on my side, me tu watu hiyo wachaenda kaina na Tash for the meantime. Kanyari tu akuwa anaingilia kati. But again there is something again, unajua now the mother ashaondoka, the mom she's no more. So unajua there is that bond again. Unajua ukijua huyu ni budangu, alafu huyu ni she's not my stepdad. Actually there is that gap, because later I'll be more safe with my dad more than it doesn't matter vile ulikuwa na relate na the current father because of the mom. But now the mom is gone, so now mom alikuwa na play a very huge role kwa bond wewe na your stepfather wako. But now the mom she's gone, so now there is a gap, and who is there to fill? The real dad. And because, I feel like,
because what happens if Tash decides to marry again?
Exactly, exactly. That is now I'm trying to say, that gap kama madha yuko itakuwa ngumu, and now you feel like I deserve my dad. So I guess let's just play a video according to this video is brought to you courtesy of Court of Helicopter, and let's just play that video. I guess my director will play me the video. We just hear the views on how this lawyer has to say, and we come later on to venye itakuwa. I guess right now my director, you can play me the video.
Section 34 deals with a situation where a mother dies. In Section 34(1), the law says if the mother dies, the surviving spouse, that is the father, we shall take the full custody of those children. So in this section 34.1, Kanyari is going to go with these children. Hate it or love it. That is section 34.1. It also says, if Betty Bay, before she died, she had appointed a testamentary guardian, a guardian that has been appointed by a will. Mark this. If Betty Bayo had appointed a testamentary guardian by a will, that guardian will have half the shares of custody with Kanyari. But also, the law moves down further and says Kanyari can object to that person being given rights of custody or rights of access. So the question, as I said, these are short episodes. Section 34.1 provides that upon the death of Betty Bayo, Kanyari, who is the father of these children, unless there is a dispute of DNA testing, Kanyari is the rightful person. So in this episode, Kanyari has an upper hand. Kanyari will have his children. But that does not mean the other husband shall not put up a fight, because this is the first time a controversial issue has come out. Kanyari takes the children pursuant to section 34.1. That is the law. You'll hate it, you'll not live it. The questions about suitability of Kanyari to have these children, we shall discuss it later. Why? The issue before the court shall not be what you think about Kanyari, either the drama he does or the manner he behaves. The questions the court will be looking at: is he the surviving spouse? 2, has he in any manner hurt these children? If his behavior is repugnant to you or to the public, that behavior does not stop Kanyari from being the father of these children. The law provides that children must grow within a family, and the family is defined to be a father and a mother. And the law provides that once one parent moves away, transmission of the rights of the father to the mother are sacrosanct, and you cannot challenge it. The question people will want to ask, is Kanyari fit? The question is, Betty Bayo was above 18 years when she decided to give birth with Kanyari. She was never forced to give birth with Kanyari. Those children will not have another father. The only time the other husband of Betty Bayo can have these children is if he adopted those children. If he went to court and adopted those children, then he becomes the biological father of those children. But that adoption, Kanyari was supposed to have consented. There is no adoption of children who will proceed without the consent of the biological father. 2, if he has a guardianship order, he can now challenge that he was a guardian, but the guardianship order does not give the other guy the rights of being the father of these children. 3, if he has a foster care order from the Director of Children's Services, but those ones are inferior. Article 53 of the Constitution, 1E, provides that a father is a father of a child whether married or not married. So these children were born when Kanyari was married with Betty Bayo. They divorced. Betty Bayo got married to another person. It does not extinguish the rights of Kanyari as a father. So the law protects Kanyari to that effect. I know very many people have their own ways of looking at it. But as I've said, in this episode, Court Helicopter brings you the reasons as to why Kanyari is having almost 99% chances of getting the custody of his two children away from the current husband of Betty Bayo. Wakili Danson Umari ends that episode in favor of Kanyari.
Yeah man. The court, lakini kotini nayo inaweza kuchallenge vitu zingine. Umesikia court sijui section 34. Kuna 34:1. So if you look at Dr. Dunston Omari bila amesema hapo, so according to the law is actually supposed to be the father of these kids, you know. So before just I dip in, I guess you guys have got some views according to the law. So you come now oppose the law or you just stand with it? If you start with you, Wanja.
For me, I'd feel like this is the law you're talking about, and I'd stand with it because technically Kanyari, as he has said, as the lawyer has said, Betty Bayo by the time alikuwa nazaa watoto, she was 18 and above.
Yeah.
She had made a decision to give birth to these kids, meaning the biological father of these kids has every right to have the access to the kids.
Exactly.
So in this time, I'm in favor of Pastor Kanyari.
Abby, according to you?
I also second what the lawyer has said because I mean, if Pastor Kanyari was not a fit for these children, then I guess hata communication how watoto beta ingekata kabisa ingekuwa your father is Tash and it's purely Tash. But the fact that he was still in the picture and was involved in the upbringing of these children, I still support the fact that he stands a chance.
But unajua if I look at the law, I guess the law again unajua ime describe it very clearly, and I guess hakuna msemo mwenye anafaa ku object this stuff because amesema if this guy had gone to court aseme anataka ku adopt our toy, yeah, at least angekuwa na tetezi.
That is Tash.
Yeah, Tash at least angekuwa na tetezi. But now here the father is there. So the mother ameshaondoka. So now these kids, no matter uende wapi ama ufanye nini, Kanyari will always be the father. And actually it stated like it doesn't matter. The court doesn't look on how the Kanyari was with the public, sijui his behavior, sijui nini. It doesn't actually. The thing is the father there? Yes, akupale, and is he fit to keep the children? Yeah, he's fit. And I feel like if you look at how Kanyari kuna screenshots aliziachilia, if you look at those screenshots, yeye tu alikuwa anacheza na okay, people walikuwa nampiga kidogo, but I feel like at some point unajua sometimes the M-Pesa messages zilikuwa zina play role because exactly unaitishwa fee atoi ata moja 120 something k. Actually that is an effort by itself. And if Kanyari alikuwa anatuma because okay, if you look at those screenshots alikuwa anasema nimetuma hiyo do na akakuwa na reply yes, but at least the message is there, ameona, and maybe he was playing that role alikuwa anatuma do. So me I feel like the Tash anafaa kukaa kando kidogo tu, akaitu kando kidogo, at least now these kids, and at least the kids now are not that big enough, at least bonding with their dad it will be something like amazing.
But okay.
Actually nimalizia alafu I'll give you like bonding with the dad itakuwa kind of easy because they are still young, and I guess how their mother brought them up ndio sasa ita determine venye watachukulia the relationship with their real dad. And I feel like it was something okay, and I feel like the relationship is okay, and I feel like the kids are good when na mzae. ulikuwa unataka kunichallenge twende nalo.
Maybe honestly, I feel like the kids should just stay with Tash.
How?
Because okay, if Betty was still here, wangekuwa na kabado na Tash. Because that is what the mother had decided, and that is what she found best for the children. So I feel like, in as much as she's not here, it should remain the same way. But now at this point, Pastor Kanyari should be more present and like co-parent with Tash. That is what I feel like. He should be more present and co-parent with Tash. That is my opinion. Because me I feel there's a certain way wamelelewa na Tash. There's a way wamezoea, there's a system wanafuata, and bearing in mind they have other siblings, kuna venye tu like wamezoeana wenyewe kwa wenyewe. Now changing that and bringing them to a totally different world, because from how we know Pastor Kanyari tena ni mtu wa media na drama mingi sana. I honestly don't feel that is a conducive space for children to grow up in. I feel he should actively participate in bringing them up, but from a distance. Like achangie, but from a distance. Si akue ndo kuna wao hapo.
Unajua mimi hapo nakukataa. Unajua niaje? Let's do this.
Yes.
Tumeshakubaliana. The court order section 34(1). Actually the section 34 and section 34(1). It says that if the mother amepass, so the person who should be attached with the kids ni the real dad.
But the same law states that if a child has stayed with someone for more than 3 years.
Hakuna cha 3 years. Hakuna cha 3 years.
Unapinga katiba. It's the same law. Yeah.
Actually umeona nili na Tash.
From 20. Wameka more than 3 years. It's been more than 3 years.
2021.
2021 up to now. So unajua 2021 no, let's say 2020. Let me not say something I was supposed to say, but okay, unajua if the court says hata no matter what the mzazi ako, the real dad ako, and as I told you, unajua kama mimi niko hapa na madhi yangu alafu akona mtu mwingine yesi budangu, hiyo gap ni madhi yangu atafeel atanifixia. No matter how good you are or a real dad you be, like unajua bado the moment the mom ataondoka hivi, so you'll be like, so what's my relationship with this guy? That will be the real question by day.
Basi mbona hawa watoto kubaki na Kanyari when Pastor Kanyari divorced with Betty? Mbona watoto kubaki na Pastor Kanyari Betty akaenda?
Unajua most of the times kids huwa wanaendanga na mother yao, just to be honest. Kids, I prefer that kids waende tu na mother yao. Ni vile nimesema kids huwa waende na mother yao, but now hata mimi niko naona watoi wangu. Nitatetea hiyo kesi yangu by saying this, and I guess the law actually iko on my part very 100%. So unajua kuna hii gap, acha tu nirudie tu. Kuna hii gap, sijui kama abu utanielewa. Kuna hii gap. Do mimi na we born with this guy mwenye madhe amekuja na yeye. So I'll just have to use mama kwa hapo. Mama kwa hapo to fix this relationship with this guy. Yeah? But now my mom is no longer there. So my question will be like, so what will be my relationship with this guy? Hakuna.
To Sky and Danny, are they calling Tash this guy? Wanamuita nani?
Wanamuita dad.
Exactly. For you to call someone dad, you have bonded with this person. For you to call this person dad, umebond na huyo mtu.
Bana unajua.
You can't just call a random guy. Mbona haiti uncle yake dad?
But no, the mother was there because now huyu ndo alikuwa the recent husband to the mom. So mama akamwambia huyu ndo dad wenyewe, but now ndo maana Sky anasema anajua the real dad. Wanajua the real dad na wanajua huyu tu alikuwa the current husband with the dad. Ndo maana anasema mama kishaondoka, what will be the relationship between this dad or this guy and the mom?
Let me tell you, there's a difference between fathering a child and being an actual. It takes a special man to be a dad.
True.
Listen, anybody can be a father, but it takes a special man to be a dad.
Yes.
Skatai.
Listen, the love that Tash showed these children, the hospitality, iyo kuelewana na wao. Do you know what it takes for another man to take in other children
as his own?
Let me just answer you. So, unataka kuniambia sasa Kanyari hakuwa na show that love?
No, hatukatai. Kanyari was there. And actually, it's not like we are downlooking whatever he did. But we are also appreciating Tash.
Yeah.
Do you know taking in, tunasemanga in Kikuyu, weda ng'ombe umiedala na kamukua kayo. Meaning ukipenda mtu unachukua na kila kitu yake. That is exactly what he did. alichukua Betty Bayo na hao watoto na akawachukua kama wake.
But unajua okay, right now Betty Bayo is not there. Unajua Sky alikuwa 12 years. So alizaliwa roughly 2018 no, not 2013 hapo. 2014 2013 there. Yeah. No, not 2013. I guess 2013 hapo. So she was born there. So this kwanzia akiwa mtoi, amelelewa Kanyari, anajua Kanyari ni budangu. Mpaka that 2020 period. Anajua Kanyari ni mzae wangu. But now at that point wakadivorce na mzae na dad. So unajua there is that love enye huyo Sky hata isahau. Budake alikuwa anampea love. And actually she got everything.
Okay, and
the case now you should be arguing is this young guy. Alizaliwa, I don't know his age actually.
Dani.
I don't know his age. Maybe roughly about 7. And actually alizaliwa tu Kanyari akiwa tu hapo. Tukiwa tu sincere. So for the same alikatu na Kanyari about 2 years or something. Yeah, because this guy I guess is actually like 7-8 years hapo. Kienda sana 9 years. So alizaliwa na Kanyari, let's say 3 years, 2 years, yeah. So there is that bond between Kanyari and his kids before a divorce. So that bond before you were talking, unajua sasa walienda kwa introduciwa kwa ule msemo mwingine a new guy. So that guy alikuwa anajaribu kufanya kuwapea father figure. You know? So kuwapea father figure ndo akaanza kosa kuwaita dad and stuff. But now here mother ameondoka. Mother hayuko tena. Una get mother hayuko. So amebaki na mzae wao. Definitely hata mimi nitaenda kwa budangu tu. You saw
It's not definite.
Oh my God.
It depends. It really depends with how the kids were relating with Tash.
Because okay, what you're not getting, si ati tunasema sasa like ikuwe ni hawataki Kanyari kabisa alikuwa anabaki na Tash. Like yes, Kanyari should be actively present, but just from a distance. Like waseni ati wanakaa fully na Kanyari. I honestly don't think that it's safe for the children.
It's not even safe. The environment.
The environment.
How? I guess it is now high time. It is now high time. Wachukue sasa the recent wife ya Kanyari akona bibi, si ndio? Yeah. So it is now, I guess it is now high time. Ndio sasa wachukue huyo the recent husband, the recent wife to Kanyari, achukue watoi anawachunge.
No. Let me tell you, it's easy to move on from someone who is still there. But it's hard for you to move on from someone who is no longer there. Your mom has just died. I know you want to give me a new mom to come and somewhat try and replace that which has already gone. That is very wrong.
Not immediately, actually. Yeah. Not immediately. Because unajua, actually it will take some time. Waende tu wakae chini kwanza wa discuss, waone vile itakuwa, and then now they do agree on who to stay with the kids. Yeah. Because now the law itself, it states that Kanyari anafaa kukaa na watoi.
But there's also a law that supports Tash should also stay with the children.
Also be with the child.
Okay, I guess that video is there. If my director has got that video,
to skiz it.
Because now let's just listen to that video. Let's just listen.
Because there's a video that says Tash has 95%.
Yeah.
Let's just listen.
But Bayos children with Kanyari are also likely to go to Hiram Gitau. 95% Hiram is likely to succeed on these children and get custody. Why? Section 34 of the Children Act deals with transmission of parental responsibility and custody when one dies. In Section 34, and I want to say, in Section 34, Section 34, subsection 6, provides that if Betty Bayo got married to Hiram Gitau, Tash, he took over the children of Kanyari. He has been supporting these children. The question the court will do under the Constitution, Article 53, is to call for the children to come and give their wishes. Under the Children's Act, any child of mature age and I'm made to understand the first child of Kanyari and Betty is around 13 years old, the court is going to call for that child. The court will listen to the ascertainable wishes of these children. A children officer is going to be sent to interview the children, to interview Kanyari, to interview Hiram, Tash, and also interview the family, the relatives of this place. 2, if the wishes of the children are that they stay with Tash, the court is not going to run away from that, especially if the wishes of the children, these children are of age. Number 2, under the Children's Act, the customs in the principles of looking for custody, the customs of where the children are, the traditional customs matter. Bayos is a Kikuyu, Kanyari is a Kikuyu, and Tash is a Kikuyu. Under Kikuyu customary law, which the Children's Act recognizes, which also the Constitution recognizes, if he paid dowry and he paid for the children, the question the court is going to ask, is that culture repugnant to morality and justice? Can one pay dowry and pay for children? Are children chattels to be bought? But if that custom aligns with the ascertainable wishes of these children, that the children want to stay with the Tash, the children want to live with the Tash, the customs is in support of Tash, the social inquiry by the children officer finds that these children are better placed to stay with the Tash, Tash will carry the day. So this is not an easy matter. It is going to be argued by serious lawyers to ascertain who actually gets the custody of these children. So in this argument, the court will look at what is the best interest of these children. Are the children going to be better under Tash, Hiram, or are the children going to be better under Kanyari? The third principle, why Tash is likely to succeed in this matter, the law provides that children who are brothers and sisters, siblings, cannot be separated. These children, 2 have Tash as their father. The other 2, or whatever number, have Hiram as their father. But the constant figure is their mother. So the law will bring these children together, because you cannot separate siblings under the Children Act and under the law called the Constitution. Because Tash has 2 biological children, there is no way those children, because they are not known to Kanyari, they are foreigners to Kanyari, the court cannot order Tash's children to be carried and be handed over to Kanyari. But Kanyari's children are well known. They are bonded with the Tash's children. They have been staying with the Tash's children. They have been together with the Tash's children. They have a body chemistry with the Tash's children. And therefore, the law now will definitely say, for these children not to have what we call, we expose these children to mental anguish, to torture, to stress, and to a lot of problems, let the children continue staying where they were. What does the law say? The law says if children have stayed with somebody for more than 3 years, under the Children's Act, you cannot remove those children from a place they have been staying for 3 years continuously. Bayos' children have been staying with the Tash for over 3 years. Nobody can remove those children from there and take them to Kanyari unless there are compelling reasons. So the court will uphold that principle that you cannot remove children who have been staying where they have been staying for 3 years continuously and take them to Kanyari, who is a late father. Here the principle is clear. It is not who is the biological father. It is the question who has taken responsibility and who has provided that comfort, that situation where the children have been growing comfortably. Based on that, here, if the court argues that and Tash gets a proper legal representation, Tash has 100% chances of having those children together with his other children. But mark my words, this is a battle that is going to start from the children's court. I'm definite it will go to the High Court, it will go to the Court of Appeal, and most likely this will be the first case that will be going to the Supreme Court for testing whenever such a situation arises. Because the Children's Act, the Constitution never imagined a situation like this. And
Okay. Now, the law by the law, it's very strict. Kwanza, it's very strict. It is very direct. Hapo usipopata lawyer na kutetea mtu wangu. Guy. So unajua right now, it's now high time for the kids wanachagua anataka nani wakae na nani.
But that's a very difficult decision to make.
It's a very difficult one. According to you, unataka aende wa nani? And just give your views according to that whole stuff.
Honestly, if I begin, honestly, from what I have seen and from what I have heard and from what is currently going on, as we are talking right now about this whole thing, watoto bado wako kwa nyumba ya Tash. Okay?
Yeah.
Because that is where they knew this is home. Okay? And hata ni Friday Tash alikuwa anauliza Sky where they want to go. Do you want to go to alimuuliza ni Mount Kenya ama Naivasha, a place just to go and out of this drama, you know, aende tu apeleke tu mahali watoto wajibambe kidogo, wasahau kidogo. But I guess this is the at the end it all comes to the decision of the children.
Exactly.
Hapa watoto ndo, as much as we may have a lot of things to say, Sky and Danny have a lot to contribute to this.
Okay. Because I feel like they know both better. They have lived with both Pastor Kanyari and Hiram, so they know them better. And you know, in a case they're still young, so maybe years later, if Hiram decides to marry, maybe things might be different. Because I mean, introducing another woman in the picture might be very hard for the children.
Exactly.
But maybe he might also decide to never get married again. You never know. The decision is also his to make. So I feel at the end of the day, just as Wanja has said, it's up to the kids. They know them better. So, and I feel sick to wanafaa kuwa rushed into making a decision. Actually, at this time, like ishaanza kufika koti, I feel like it's something that should have taken time kwanza. Let them first of all heal and adjust, like hata walan kidogo. It's been barely a week. So I feel like we should just give them time to first of all finish mourning their mom, and then afterwards they can make a decision where they find it's better. Come and kind of their biological, because you actually had a very valid point. Because I mean, this is someone you can easily bond with, because I mean, he gave birth to me, you know. So it's a very difficult decision to make. And I honestly pray that they make the best decision. Ama hata pia wenyewe wasikweni mambo ya full custody. I think it's best for them to just co-parent. Like, let them both be actively present to the kids.
So how do men co-parent? But anyways, Anyways, this is just a tough decision actually, because ukiangalia actually wamekana Tash for more than 3 years. And again the court inawatetea, and again the decision of the children will be something yenye itakuwa a very huge, italeta a very huge impact. So from on my part mimi tu naona tu kando kana buda yangu tu.
This is the first situation in Kenya
but again,
that is going on as such, because hatujai kuwa na kesi kai. Like this is the first thing this is ever happening, and the fact that this is the first time that this is happening,
inaweza fika Supreme Court hata
the fact that kuna possibility ifike hadi Supreme Court means it's not something small.
But I feel like they should take time before it gets to that point. Like give the kids time and space.
And space. Let them first sink in of what is going on. Let them have their time. As Kai was saying, wape time. Who accept, even them getting into the acceptance stage, them getting to understand that this woman will no longer be here with us, our mom will no longer be here with us. Like, let's first of all give these children that grace period.
Exactly. So to wrap it, guys, so me before we wrap it up, my opinion on that is that okay, the court is here. Like the court has got the rules and stuff na mambo yake. So I feel like at this point maze, but according to lawyer Danson Omari, amesema like the kid is actually 13, almost 13. Sky is almost 13. So she can make that decision ya kutaka anataka kukana nani. But we just feel like, is that really a good age watu could decide wanataka kukana nani? I feel like the court should just move like iseme tu 15 years or something, 16,
17,
18 16, 17, 18 hapo. Because literally at 12 definitely they'll just choose when wanapanga kila siku penye wamezoea, because unajua again moving from this environment to the
but it also depends, unajua we don't know what happens behind closed doors. How to know wanajua
by the we don't know. But to wrap it, guys, so any final words before kwanza we wrap it, because according to you guys, okay, to send continue according to you guys now tukianza na Wanja.
So for me, I feel like this has been an amazing session, and the discussion about all these, and honestly, this is my honest review. I feel like watoto wanafaa kwanza kuachwa in the hands of Tash. Wacha waendelee kuishi venye walikuwa wanaishi. Okay? By that, what do I mean? Kanyari was coming up and, having the custody of the kids, maybe during the weekends, I guess that is the same momentum inafaa kuendelea till when the kids are ready to decide on what to actually do about the whole custody story.
Abi?
I think I'd also say the same thing. Give these children time and space. And I also feel like now at this point, in as much as Kanyari might have been present, I feel like he should be more present, like actively present. Hata kama if he was used to seeing them maybe 2-3 days kwa wiki, hata kama akiweza kila siku, at least let him be there, because it's also good for them to have like that person mwenye at least wakonajua kana a biological bond na yeye akiwa present. That will help the children heal na pia like wasi feel so left out. And I also feel like people should just leave these children alone, especially we Kenyans, sisi wengine si familia sasa like tushughulike tuna mambo yetu. Leave these children alone, they're still very young, na let's just give them space to heal.
Okay.
Tafadhalini na watu wa mind their own business.
So maze, it has been a very huge topic by the way, and I feel like nivile tu sheria inasema aje. So me according to me maze, mimi sina maoni, itabidi tu hapo itabidi tu kotime, but I'll support you guys that for this period acha tu atoi wakae na Tash kwanza for a while, then now I guess now Pastor Kanyari can see now kama nataka kwenda coaching and stuff, and I decided that way. So maze, beautiful people maze, that has been our session. It has been beautiful, it has been amazing, and maze pale comment section, tell us what do you think about this stuff maze. Tell us what do you think about this case, about this stuff ya watu. Tell us what do you think if you go out of law kidogo, and if we consider the kids, and if you be fair, and if you think out of court. What do you guys think? So maze, share with me with your thoughts pale comment section. Tutakuwa nazipitia in our next episode, which will be episode 5. So maze, that this has been episode 4, and maybe give out your social handles alafu tuondoke definitely.
So guys, it's your girl Wanja, tufikeni pale TikTok, I am on my road to at least 1,000 followers. Guys, nifikisheni hata 1,000. Jamani, I'm not even asking for a lot. Fika pale, my TikTok handle is Wanja Mwangi. My Instagram handle is HOLL_Y_Ruby. Okay, guys? See you on our next episode. Thank you for interacting with us. Bye.
Once again, beautiful people, it has come to that point where we have to say goodbye, but just for now, till next time. So you'll find me on Instagram at Abby_Ndegwa, TikTok Abby_Ndegwa, Facebook Abigail Wangoi, what else? YouTube Abigail Wangoi, and on Lively at Abby_. Interact with us pia msisahau pale Talent MQ, mfike like, subscribe, comment, share. Till next time, it has been, this is the 4th or 5th episode.
Yeah,
the 4th episode. See you on the 5th. Bye.
So anyways, beautiful people, that has been our time. Maze, unajua mimi yangu ndo sikuangi na piano handle zangu za social media. So guys, I go by the name General Official as usual. You can find me on my social media handles at General Official, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, everywhere, Twitter, General Official. Until next time, Maze, this is the Unfiltered Campus Vibe brought to you by Talanta MKU. Make sure you subscribe. Until next time, this has been episode 4. See you episode 5. Bye bye and adios.